Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most heartwarming, emotional, and downright shocking stories to come out of the Roloff family in recent memory. Yes, you heard that right. Tori Roloff, beloved wife of Zach Roloff and fan favorite from Little People Big World, has just given birth to not one but two beautiful babies, twins. This is a moment that has fans across the globe buzzing with joy, tears, and excitement. It's a story about love, family, resilience, and the kind of happiness that brings everyone together. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's unpack every single detail of this incredible moment. Now, before we get into the specifics of the birth itself, let's rewind a little. Because if you've been following Tori and Zach's journey over the years, you know that their story has been one of triumphs, heartbreaks, and an unshakable love that's always kept them moving forward. Tori, who married Zach back in 2015, quickly became a central figure in the Roloff family. Fans were instantly drawn to her warm personality, her love for Zach, and the way she embraced the family dynamic, drama and all. Together, they've welcomed children before, and each time the world celebrated with them. But this time, things were different. This wasn't just another Roloff baby announcement. This was the moment they doubled their family in one miraculous day. Imagine the scene. A hospital room filled with anticipation, the hum of machines, the soft chatter of nurses preparing everything, and Zach holding Tori's hand, nervous but excited. The Roloffs have always been open about their experiences with pregnancy and childbirth, sharing the ups and downs with fans, and this time it felt like everyone was holding their breath, waiting for the news. And then, boom, it happened. Twin babies entered the world. Two tiny cries, two tiny lives, and an explosion of joy that echoed not just through the hospital walls but through the hearts of everyone who has watched this family's journey unfold on TLC. But let's pause here for a second. 'Cause the Roloff family, as we all know, is not just any family. They're one of reality TV's most iconic households. From Matt and Amy's farm adventures to the ups and downs of their marriage, to the drama that has often swirled around the Roloff kids, there's always been something captivating about them. And through it all, Zach and Tori have been like a steady anchor, grounded, relatable, and full of love. So when Tori gave birth to twins, it wasn't just a personal victory. It was a family-wide celebration. And if you could have seen the reactions, oh boy, let me paint the picture for you. First, let's talk about Zach. This man has been through a lot in his life, growing up in the public eye, dealing with his own medical challenges, and navigating the pressures of fame. But nothing, and I mean nothing, lights up his world quite like his kids. The moment those twins were placed in his arms, you could practically see the weight of the world lift off his shoulders. His smile said it all: pride, relief, and overwhelming love. Now imagine Amy Roloff, the proud grandmother. Amy has always had a special bond with her children and grandchildren, and the birth of twins? This was like winning the grandma jackpot. You can bet she was there with happy tears streaming down her face, probably snapping photos, whispering words of love, and already dreaming about the countless playdates, sleepovers, and birthday parties to come. And then there's Matt Roloff. Now, we all know Matt has had his fair share of drama within the family, especially post-divorce. But when it comes to his grandkids, none of that matters. All the farm feuds, all the tension, it melts away in moments like this. For Matt, holding those twins was about legacy, about the Roloff name continuing, and about seeing the next generation thrive. Of course, let's not forget about the extended family. Jackson, the oldest of Tori and Zach's children, suddenly found himself a big brother to not just one but two little siblings. Can you imagine the excitement? The sense of responsibility? Jackson has always been doted on by fans for his sweet nature, and now he gets to step into this new role that will surely bring out even more of his loving personality. Now, here's where things get really emotional. For those who remember, Tori has opened up in the past about pregnancy struggles, including heartbreaking losses that left her and Zach devastated. Those moments were hard not just on them, but on fans who felt deeply connected to their journey. Which is why these twins feel like such a miracle. It's almost as if the universe was saying, here's double the joy to heal your pain. The Roloff family's reaction wasn't just smiles, it was gratitude. Gratitude that Tori was healthy, that the babies were safe, and that after everything they could finally take a deep breath and celebrate. And let's not forget the fans. Social media absolutely exploded when the news broke. Instagram comments flooded in with congratulations, Twitter lit up with hashtags, and Facebook groups dedicated to little people, big world were buzzing with joy. Fans from all over the world, people who have never even met the Roloffs, felt like they were part of this family moment. That's the magic of reality TV, right? You watch for years, you see the struggles and the triumphs, and when something beautiful happens, it feels personal. But let's dive deeper into why this moment is so significant. 'Cause sure, babies are born every day. Twins too. But for the Roloffs and for the fans, this birth symbolizes something bigger. It's about resilience. It's about hope. It's about the way family, no matter the drama, no matter the disagreements, always comes together in times of joy. You see, the Roloffs have had their share of fractured moments. The farm feud, the divorce, the tension between siblings. There have been times when fans wondered if the family would ever find peace again. But when Tori gave birth to those twins, all of that faded away, at least for a moment. In that hospital room, there was no drama, no arguments. Just love. Just pure, unfiltered love. And isn't that what we all crave in our own families? Moments where the noise quiets down, where the disagreements don't matter, where we can just look at each other and say, "We made it. We're here. And we're together." Now let's talk about the twins themselves. We don't yet know all the details, their names, their personalities, who they'll grow up to be. But we do know this, they are Roloffs. Which means they're going to grow up in a family full of love, laughter, and yes, a little bit of drama. They'll have cousins to play with, grandparents to spoil them, and parents who adore them. They'll be part of a legacy that's been televised, celebrated, and cherished by millions. And for Tori, this moment is the culmination of years of dreaming, hoping, and fighting through challenges. She's always said that being a mom is the greatest joy of her life. And now she gets to experience that joy times two. Watching her hold those babies for the first time? That was a moment fans will never forget. So here's what we can expect moving forward. More adorable family photos flooding Instagram. More heartwarming moments shared on TLC. And more proof that, despite the challenges, the Roloffs always find their way back to what matters most: family. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning. 'Cause if we know anything about the Roloffs, it's that every milestone comes with its fair share of twists, turns, and unforgettable stories. But for now, let's just sit in this moment. Let's celebrate Tori, Zach, and their beautiful twins. Let's be happy for the Roloff family, who, despite everything, continue to remind us what love looks like in its purest form. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Love. Family, and the miracle of new life. Welcome back, everyone. If you thought part 1 of this incredible journey was emotional, buckle up, because part 2 is where we really peel back the layers of what this moment means for Tori, Zach, and the entire Roloff family. So let's jump right in. When Tori Roloff delivered her twins, the world celebrated the miracle. But behind every miracle, there's a story. And today, I want to walk you through not just the joy, but the journey that led to this once-in-a-lifetime family moment. Let's rewind a bit to Tori's pregnancy. We know Tori has been candid about her struggles before. She bravely shared with the world about miscarriages that broke her heart. When you experience that kind of loss, every future pregnancy comes with both excitement and anxiety. And with twins, the stakes are even higher. Double the blessing, but also double the risk. Throughout her pregnancy, fans noticed that Tori carried herself with grace, but also with an underlying vulnerability. She posted updates on Instagram, sometimes joking about the exhaustion, sometimes marveling at the kicks and flutters, and sometimes admitting that she was scared. That honesty is one of the reasons fans love her so much. She never pretends motherhood is picture perfect. She shows the messy, the real, and the raw. Now imagine the Roloff family behind the scenes during these months. Amy as the doting mom and grandma, checking in constantly. Probably sending texts like, How are you feeling today, sweetheart? Do you need me to come over and help with Jackson and Lila? That's Amy, always present, always nurturing. Meanwhile, Matt, with his big picture mindset, might have already been thinking about what changes the farm could undergo to make it more kid-friendly for when the twins eventually come over. That's Matt in a nutshell. He thinks generations ahead, always tying everything back to the land and the Roloff legacy. And then there's Zach. Oh, Zach, the rock of the family. Fans often say he's one of the most grounded Roloffs, and during Tori's pregnancy that showed more than ever. You could see it in the way he supported her, the way he managed the household while she rested, and the way he kept his kids excited about becoming big siblings. But let's pause on that because this part is huge. Jackson and Lila becoming big siblings to twins. This isn't just an adjustment. This is a life-changing shift.